Good morning. I slept, so I was a bit late for D-Tide because I drove for the first time, but this is the quick guide. The quick D-Tide version, abridged. So, one for five. Let's go over every bosses, and I'll make a longer, hour-long, in-depth video after. So, wave one. This motherfucker. Void claims all. Doesn't do much. One hit, double hit, triple hit. You played a counting relic. This is the auto-win counting relic. You play with whatever shit team you have. You want to know what I did? I decided to make the weakest team I have because it's fucking Chaos Ring. Look at this shit. All those other dog shit bottom barrel players say my followers can't do 400. I know you were watching this video, you fucking piece of dog shit. Look. Welfare units, this shitty unbuilt lily, because I'm not a fucking lolly. Zoo. You count. You count 3210. 3210. The baby is a 0. 3210. This is the source of the poison, not Zoo. Zoo's triggers. 3210. 3210. Where are the threes? 3. 2s. 1s. And guess what? Doll has a 0. The baby is a 0. There's 2 zeros in this deck. 3210. That's the secret to this wave. Ultra also works for the insight. So what are the other waves? Yeah, this one's super easy because of the relic auto wins. This one, Karen boss. Karen boss, one of the easier bosses. Don't play the poison cards unless you can burst real fast. Just keep them in your hand or use them for alias. So I did 2 teams into this. One is an auto win G Murphy. One was a stall. I could have won the G Murphy a lot faster. I just wanted... She does like no damage. So you can just stall for the 5 stuff stack of Covenant. You can just stall for G Murphy and then burst her into phase 2. Remember, you want to do enough damage phase 1 to just one-shot her phase 2 with sacrifice stacks if you're playing a G Murphy comp. G Murphy does not really go well into the other bosses in this D-Tide. Don't bother trying to put her against Fran unless you get very lucky with relics. To will works. So if you're going to use G Murphy, use her in wave 2 or wave 5. So what if you have a calf? This is also a good place to use it on the Karen boss. Because Karen does no fucking damage. So a tank calf, I borrowed a calf here, with three random units, can win. It takes 17 turns to her to build up the strength on her own. But Karen's not going to kill you, dude. Karen's not going to hurt you. Karen is fucking useless boss. So wave 3. Horla boss. Also an easy boss. You can just use a regular poison comp. I did not use Zoo here because I used Zoo for the meme for wave 1 because Zoo is a very good unit. So this specific boss, G-Doll Poison works. I don't need to go over it. It is one of the easier G-Doll Poison cheese bosses. Wave 3 extra, Munchet, one of the easier. The boss has like no HP. These bosses have been super easy lately. This boss has like 400,000 HP soaking wet. Like, holy shit. I think I have more health after my fucking surgery than this boss, dude. I'm pretty sure if it was me against this boss, I would no-diff this boss. Without question. So, let's see. Wave 4. Alert 5. This is the hardest boss this D-Tide. So, first off, you can just do a blue wool comp. No DR procs, just stall. What I did is I built up enough counter. And the boss's whole gimmick is that he gains strength and he gains crit resistance. Eventually you're not going to crit him. Eventually you're going to do 0 damage. However, he does not gain extra life. They nerf Fran since his launch. If it was the old Fran, it'll be a bit harder, but this is nerf Fran. So nerf Fran, all he does is scale, and his anger doesn't scale infinitely, as opposed to before. Like before, you had to bring along Goliath and stuff for the cheese one-shot. You can't do that anymore, because he's very, very, very nerfed compared to his launch Fran. So just play Blue Will, Not. Remember, Image Relic for Not. This is very good. Gets a lot of counter, because he does the triple hits. When he's doing triple hits, you fuck him. You fuck him when he does his triple hit with Protective. Because that bypasses his fucking shit. So that is pretty good. There is You should have no issues with this. I wasn't even close to dying. I was just memeing on the boss for several turns. Like, you don't need to do damage. After the second oath phase, stop building counter with Tawil. Stop trying to do damage with Tawil. You're just regular exalting or even over exalting her just to grab survival cards. Survival cards you're going to want to grab is Law of the Strong to remove his strength, fucking the shield, and weakness. And then you slowly let the boss kill himself on your counter. Because, again, they did give us this. This is meant to be a stall boss. Second comp, you can run against this boss, because I did double alert 5, unlike no one else. Where's everyone else? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, and just so you know, it's just first D-Tide last week. Where's everyone else? Where's everyone else? Where's everyone else in the English community? I wonder. Yeah. So, you have to deal with me. Toxic or not. So, let's see here. Wave 4. Extra wave. Caster. Why did I use Dorothy Pikmin here? Because I was able to cheese wave 1 boss with the 3-2-1 counting zoo comp with welfare units. I had a Pikmin and a Dorothy free. You can do this with a caster stall. If you're using Pollux, I don't know what to say to you. You are wasting your fucking pools. Why would you do that? They give you this, HP and shielding. You stall. The boss's entire gimmick is countered by caster and Pikmin. Why? Caster always crits. Pikmin always crits. I don't need to go over it anymore. It's pretty straightforward. They both always crit, and you stall, and then you fuck the boss eventually. Very slowly. You fuck the boss very slowly and gently. It's not going to be a hard fuck. So, let's see. Wave 5. Tawil boss. This is actually one of the easier. Like, these Wave 5 Alert 5 bosses are a fucking joke recently. Like, I can't... Okay, never mind. Last time was Munchet. Munchet was hard, but generally, it's Pikmin was a joke, and Tawil was a fucking joke. So, Tawil is also a fucking joke. She has, like, 1.4 million HP compared to bosses before it had like 3-4 million. That's nothing. That's nothing. You breathe on her, she falls over. So the main gimmick of this boss is she does Twin Wings. When she's doing Twin Wings, you can only play 3 cards before she evolves into a 4 Wings. Just play 3 cards and just end turn. The Twin Wings does no fucking damage. Just play it on a calf or on a Gellet. Calf or Gellet goes particularly well on this because they can fucking ignore her whole mechanic and heal up or shield up quite easily. Like, you have to shield up with those 2 comps, you should have no issues. Other comps that go well in this is, I guess, Caster. But you don't really want to use Caster here. You want to use Caster for Fran. Because Fran's going to be the hard boss. This is going to be like one of the easiest bosses this D-Tide. So you want to use your weaker exploration teams. Meaning Calf, Riker, Exploration, meaning, well, not Gellet. Gellet's not Exploration, but Gellet's good for Exploration. But yeah, this boss is a joke. You can also use Poison comps, because she has a thing where you can only do like 200, 300,000 damage to her per turn until she gets 70% reinforced and lock you. So there's a damage cap you can do per turn that punishes some comps. It doesn't punish a lot, but G Murphy goes well against her because, again, sacrifice triggers afterwards as one big hit, so it ignores the reinforce, because the reinforce falls over and then the sacrifice procs. If you're not fucking an idiot, you should notice. So, this is going to be harder than the actual boss. It's still going to be easy. The elite is going to be harder than the actual boss. The mob waves are going to be harder than the actual boss. There's one particular skippable mob wave before the final boss that was harder than the actual boss. So if you're doing this exploration and you're worried and you're low health, just go straight to the boss. There's a mob wave right before the boss that is like twice as hard as the actual boss itself. So ignore that shit. Just go straight to the boss. But these 2 comps is what I recommend. Or Caster. But you're not going to use Caster here. You're not going to use G Murphy here. You're going to use her on the cancer waves. Because this, again, it's... I don't like that system. If you know, so I want the later waves to always be harder. But right now, wave 4 is the hardest, and then arguably it's wave 5, then wave 2. Like then wave 1, then wave 3 being the easiest. That's where I would rate the difficulty of these waves. But video's over. See you guys next time.